Okay, so once again, we are live for another Bitzbox live show. And there we go. So today, this is building. So that was one idea for like an undead sort of character I want to do, using one of these chaos horses. I've got an undead horse as well. I can't remember what sets one was pretty cool, so use that. Look, I have bits and pieces lying around that we can use for a rider. Roll that out. Oh, people have an echo, hang on. How's that? Yeah, sorry, hope that's okay. That's better for everyone. The problem is, my camera in the corner, this one. I have to keep setting that up, and I think, because I'm doing that, that's making the echo. That's better now, yeah. Yeah, because this camera down here, for some reason, I don't know why, all of a sudden I have to keep setting it up every time I do a live show, and by default that uses its mic input for some reason. Well, I like to use the camera. So I must remember to keep turning that off. So anyway, Benny Boy Sutton said, evening everyone, Thursdays always get a little bit better when I remember this is on. Yeah, it's better for me when I remember as well. Actually, earlier I forgot, well, I didn't realise it was Thursday. I said to my other half I was going to play on some GTA tonight. And she's like, and you got your live show? And I was like, yeah. Not like, yeah, damn it. But like, just that realisation that's Thursday. So, oh my god, it's Thursday already. But I did play on some GTA earlier. I got back into GTA 5, playing online. It's quite fun. When you haven't been on it for quite a while, it's really different. Like, they add a lot of stuff to it. Crime Nick says, hello, me too. Scott Robinson is here, hello. Mad Cow says, echo, echo, echo. Yep, okay, well, we saw the echo out, so that's good. Yeah, Mad Cow is spot on, there was sound from both cameras. Well, not from both cameras, just from one, because this one doesn't have a mic input, but I have a mic, so. But much better, that's good, so we can get on. I've got a few bits and pieces to show you guys as well. Of course, as always, just let me know what you're working on. And if you've got any pictures to send, my email address is at the bottom of the screen. And I'm going to move it over there because I don't like it just in a random spot like that. Yeah, I'm just trying to, my brain's sort of going like, where's the best place to start on this? So obviously we need to get rid of the chaos iconography. I want to add these sort of rib cages sort of to the horse, so break out some bits there and maybe have the ribs showing through and stuff. It'd be quite cool. What is everyone's opinions on the Custodes Codex? Great looking army and should be fun, but should other armies have got their codex first? I think a lot of them are coming out thick and fast, so hopefully it won't matter too much who gets what before who. It's nice that they've got some more options though. Nice to have HQ and some bikes and stuff, so I'm looking forward to them. New function in GTA Online is that you can apparently pay money to shoot a gain laser to kill people. So paid grieving, basically. Nice, I haven't looked too much into that. I don't really do much on the free mode. Fuck, Custodian's other army should have gotten theirs first, before a new army is introduced. Yeah, like Sisters. I mean, it's not a massive release. They're only going to be a 1 week release, isn't it? Well, 2 at max, so, you know. So, I've got some stuff to show you guys. I've been doing a painting tutorial for this guy. I'm really happy with how these came out. It's going to be a two-parter, so the first part will be him, and the second part, which I'm halfway through filming, will be his giant snail. So I've done the skin and the shell and teeth and claws and stuff. So I'll get this painted hopefully within the next week, and then we can get the painting tutorials up on YouTube. So yeah, really good fun painting that. Really good fun. And that blue skin was what we were trying last week on this guy, and he's virtually done. I don't know whether the piece what goes in his mouth is. I might have accidentally thrown that away, but I am planning on getting another one of these with the Start Collecting box, which I'm going to convert up, so I'll just take that piece out of him and convert up a new one. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the skins came out. And that Wargamer is here. Hello, hope you're well. Every codex has been a 2-week release so far. Yeah, well, apart from the ones what are just codexes, I suppose, but yeah, there's just so little for the custodians. It'll be a bit of a shame if they do it over a couple of weeks, but still, it's only a couple of weeks. Peter Nicholas is here. Hi everyone, I'm back finally. Good to have you back. What else have I got to show you? If you guys haven't seen it on our Instagram, I'm not on our Facebook yet. We were talking about it a few weeks ago. These guys aren't glued in. I made sort of an orc wall track thing, so yeah, that'll be our next conversion corner video, which is going up tomorrow. I can't really hold it sideways because these guys aren't glued in, so they'll just come flying out. But oh, I'm quite happy with how it came out. So yeah, maybe I should have added some more orky stuff onto it, but I think it looks fine. Don't want to go too overboard. There are 5 kits for custodians. Oh, cool. Trying to think what they all are. I don't know. So yeah, if there's 5 kits, that's definitely going to be a 2-week release then. Managed to put some wash on my old Death Guard figures. First working weeks. Well, that's better than nothing. I hadn't touched my Death Guard for a while. I was that close to actually painting some Death Guard on this evening's show, but I don't know, I'm doing these painting tutorials, so I just feel I don't want to do any more painting, I want to build some stuff. Oh, of course, last week I was doing the Thousand Suns as well. They've actually done now, I just got to put some static grass on the base. But yeah, they're okay. I got bored of painting them after a while, so it basically took me a week to sort of finish them off, just doing little bits here and there. Benny Boy Sam says that looks great. Corinthian says that looks great. Peter Nicholas says wah, and then Benny Boy says orc war buggy. Yeah, so I'm really happy with how that came out actually. So hopefully it'll make the video. It's all edited up and ready to go. I just got to make the thumbnail, and that goes live tomorrow. Hopefully I can just get the thumbnail done after this show and just schedule it for tomorrow morning. So pretty simple conversion really. I had to buy an orc truck to do some stuff with, but I'm sure the leftover bits from the orc truck we can kit bash to something in the future. There's new custodian guard, jet bikes, terminators, Alaris, and character blisters. Ah, cool. Right, just work out what we're going to do with this. I mean, I'm probably green stuff over some of this chaos stuff, so I'm not too worried about that. We're going to take the skull off. So for any of you guys that are on our Patreon, I know Mad Cow is, I've got all the rewards shipped this week for the higher pledges. And I'm going to do another giveaway. I just haven't decided what to give away. I need to look through some stuff what I've got, but there's definitely going to be a giveaway. So anyone who is on the $10 or more pledge during January will definitely be in a giveaway, and the higher pledge you are now, the more entries you get into the giveaways, so it's pretty cool. We'll start giving a lot more stuff away. But I don't know what to give away yet. I'm thinking some of these conversion corner miniatures I've been doing, I could give some of them away in the future. Okay. What I want to do as well is replace this front foot here with one of the skeletal ones. Now I know it'll look quite skinny in comparison, but I can add some armour onto it, or green stuff on flesh and in places, so I'm not too concerned about that. But I don't want... What I don't like about this horse is that it's like got its front legs up, so I want to have another leg on the ground. I want to go back to orcs after Death Guard. They've been neglected too long. Yeah, most of my armies get neglected after a while. That's how it is. Once you start collecting more than one army, you switch back and forth between a few. I'm selling off some old armies. Literally just a few hours ago, one of my eBay auctions finished for my Raven Guard. Just my like free heresy ones. I don't think I've even ever played with them. I'm certainly not on video or anything. A decent price for them. I was quite happy with it. Also sold off the Halo Ground Command stuff. That's gone. My Crimson Fists I'm going to sell. And I am debating whether to sell my Tyranids, but I've been debating whether to sell them for years. Do you think Custodies will get new grav tanks? Seems kind of weird Primaris have them at the moment, not Custodies. I think we've seen all the stuff Custodies are getting, and yeah, I'm quite surprised there isn't like a grav tank or something in there. That is one thing they do lack. I don't know if we'll get a repulsor will be in there. Codex, I mean that could be. Probably wouldn't as a Primaris thing, but it would be cool if it was. Yeah, that does seem to be one thing sort of missing from that release. I assume they'll get Land Raiders, Rhinos, Dreadnoughts and stuff. Right, so I'm committed on this leg now. It's gone. Where I'm going to glue this onto, I don't know. So, I need to decide what to do with this belly as well. Whether I just cut it out completely and throw it around and stick the ribs in, or whether I just make a hole and put the ribs in. What will you spend your new riches on? Probably the baby. Days of spending money on myself are probably going to be over very soon. This could all go horribly wrong, but we'll see. Where's your priorities? Get yourself a Custodian's army. I actually have a Custodian's army if you count 1 Dreadnought and 5 men as an army. But I also have Ixion Hail still in his box, and another Custodian's Dreadnought still in its bits. And I think I have some of the Custodian's bolt guns as well from Forge World. Ah, they're absolutely gorgeous. They're a bit of a pain to put together for Custodian's Dreads, but they are absolutely lovely. I got one of each. Yeah, because there's 2 types, I think. The only thing when you buy like 4-12 Dreadnoughts and that is that the legs come in so many pieces. They're a bit of a nightmare. Sweet, so yeah, I quite like that. And then if the rib cage goes inside, I think that's going to look pretty awesome. In theory. So we need to chop this leg off because we want to save the leg. This is pretty much all I seem to have left of undead horses. So Peter Nicholas says baby. Yeah, we're having a baby in like less than 5 weeks. Where did I just cut this? Oh, it's cut up there, so I need to cut it. So yeah, obviously, I don't know how frequent new shows will be once the baby's here, but I still want to do some now and then. You might just hear screaming in the background. They might just go every other week. Who knows? That fits in there really nicely actually, but... what I want to do... try and cut this at an angle, sort of thin this bit out a bit. I'm not being very neat with the cut because that'll give it a more sort of natural sort of look to it. So it sort of looks like that. Now I want to trim the ribcage down a bit because I want it sticking out a bit more. Thank you. It'll be a little girl, but we haven't got a name yet. So we really need to get our thinking caps on for that. Not like I'll have any say in that. Order or chaos. We'll find out after she's here. Yeah, I did mention Alarielle as a name as well. I don't think I can wing any GW names. I just don't like how it's starting to break as well. Just my luck. Come back. Save yourself. There we go. So yeah, he's got 2 hours of me playing around with his ribcage. Peter Nick says Lilith. I actually know someone who's got a daughter called Lilith, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm not sure if that's like inside there when I maybe want it just out a little bit. Madonna. That'd be brilliant. I don't know. I suppose being inside there is more sort of realistic than having it sort of just protruding out a little bit. It's hard to say until the thing's bloody painted. Yeah, we'll keep him inside for now. Otherwise, it's just gonna break. It's a lot good. Madcow's still working on the Warlord. At current pace, it should be done with sometime in February. That's not bad for a model that large, is it? I have actually... Well, I haven't really started, but I have been washing and prepping some bits for the Chaos War Mammoth. I always like to stroke it. It's just huge. But yeah, I'll probably paint a lot of it separately and whack some massive pins on the nose and the tusks and stuff. But really happy with how it's sort of the quality of it. Yeah, I appreciate how long a Warlord would take. Yeah, Chaos War Mammoth and Age of Sigmar. There are rules for it. It's not actually that good. Like if you have a shooty Stormcast army, you could take it down so easily. But if it does get in close combat with you, it will just butcher anything. Like it's really good in close combat, but it just dies too easily. It's only got a 5+ save, which granted gets rerolls against stuff with no rend, but even so, it's gonna die pretty easily. My one's China cast, but it was Forge World back when they were doing them. So I'm gonna do this other side differently. I'm just gonna cut the bottom out. And sort of have the rib cage sticking out of the bottom. See what that looks like. God, they break really easily. Okay, that's fine. We can rescue that bit. Just sort of have it. Yeah, all trying to cast Where Forge World. Yeah, but I don't think Forge World actually currently do the miniature anymore. I might be wrong, but I don't think they do. So when that's dry, that needs to be trimmed. So I was filming this bloody horse. I do have some other stuff lying around. The reason this is called like no instructions required is because I got a load of stuff without the instructions that I need to build, and like if I get bored or finish this before show's end, I'll be doing some of them. I don't know why this isn't going together now. Must be because of that bit there. It doesn't touch anything now. It just goes together like. Ah, there we go. Sweet. Yeah, I quite like that actually. I'm starting to like that a bit more. I could even have some green stuff, sort of flesh hanging down and stuff. Yeah, they do discontinue too easy. I don't think there's no reason. In fact, 20 kits Forge World no longer makes. I reckon there's more than that. But it depends if you're counting like terrain and things like their giant Abaddon they did and stuff like that. Oh, they did some good shit. Crime Index is making some Inquisition acolytes. Nice. Yeah, what figures are you making them out of? Good question. Yeah, then we can whack some more ribs in there. Nice. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be for death. And thank you. Basically, I had this bit. If anyone can tell me what it's from, because I don't actually know. But I just had this bit lying around and thought, I really want to make a death character on a horse with this lance. So that's basically what we're doing here. Whether it'll end up being a vampire or a knight or a lord or something, I don't know. See what I got. But I'm thinking now, I'm doing all this nice stuff on the ribs, and I don't want the legs to... Because I was going to do like cloaky type legs, but I don't want them to cover it all up. Great swords for Scutari Radium Carbines. Nice. I think you mentioned them before. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. So, I need to trim away. Let's trim that. Ah, that's going to break in half. Okay, let's trim that way. Yeah, these ribs are flimsy once you start cutting them open. Oh yeah, that fits really nice there. Sweet. Old Warhammer figures are great for conversions, yes. All figures are in their own way if you can find something for them. These two halves are not going to fit together now, but once that's dry, I can file it down a bit. We need to sort of start working on this leg. That's this leg. I mean, probably fit it in there. I'm converting the radium into some kind of strange bolter slash storm bolter. Cool. Sounds quite good. We need to get rid of these little bits of rib on here, because that just look weird. Now I'm thinking like that leg can just sort of go on there, chop a bit off. Yeah, if you chop off at a right angle, that might be even better. So even I made some orc psychers from Empire swords. Huh. Not okay psychers, not orcs. No, read it as orc. Orc on the brain. Cool. And we can cover up all the rubbish stuff with armor. And should fit on the base okay. Basically I'm filling the barrel and the top part off, gluing in its place for top part of the bolter. The Empire 3 People's models are cool. Yes, they are. I've still got a load of them I need to paint at some point. Oh. Yeah, I love all the free gold stuff. I'd love to see more for them. Come on, why didn't you want glue on? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we have a bony leg. Which of course looks a bit silly because the hooves on all the other legs are a lot bigger, but it's fine. We'll work something out. This is the head I'm using because I think it just looks really cool anyway. I might get rid of the horn because I don't really like the horn. Maybe I can get some sort of armor plate to go over it as well. But I just think it's got a really sort of nightmarish look to it. It's really, really cool. I love the Chaos Knights horses. I think they're fantastic. So yeah, I've got some spare parts from the High Elf Dragon because I quite like the legs. I think then if they don't cover too much of the body, I might trim down these legs and use the cloaky legs. If not, I'll just use anything from here. I've got one of the is it Morghasts? Is that what they're called? Or are they the other things? Or whatever these are, you know, the big guys on horses for undead. I've got a couple of them, and obviously, wow, that's terrible. If you can see that. Them reins are just completely snapped. Whoever has them probably won't be being built. But obviously each character is just sort of separate. They don't share any parts. So if I use parts from like 2 of the characters, then I can still build the other one. Which is nice. And we'll probably end up building the Fretter, because I won't use her parts on this one. I love his body actually. That's what's his face? Arkan the Black. Yeah, definitely gonna use his torso, I think. Not his head, because obviously it just looks like Arkan the Black. Yeah, some cool stuff on here actually. Manfred's scythe is so cool as well. I mean, he looks awesome. So yeah, we'll use Arkan the Black. We might even use his legs if need be. Add some stuff to him. Madcow says Hex Raves. Yeah, I don't got any Hex Rave stuff lying around. Which is a shame actually, because there would be some good bits on them to use. Yeah, I like his torso. We're going to use his torso. Is there a back to them? He's got like shoulder pads there, but where's the back of his torso? Well, back of his torso is there, but there's no back to his actual shoulder pads. Does he have a cloak or something? I've got instructions somewhere. God knows where. Probably over there. Interesting. Well, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it, because I always might even put on my own shoulder pads. So yeah, let's get this horn off the head, because I don't like it. Okay, yeah, I'll probably definitely need something on there, but no, I like that. Yeah, it's gonna be quite a cool horse, I think. I just really like this weapon. It's like a sword on top of this sort of lance thing, really. It's quite cool. How I'm sort of holding it up. I want this guy to sort of be standing there rather than sort of charging in. Let's cut off Arkan's body. Don't want this frilly thing around his head though. I don't actually know what head I'm going to use, so I'll certainly have to have a scout around for that. Yeah, there is a back piece to that somewhere. There is a back piece. I hope he's not sharing it with anyone. I don't think they do though. No, because it wouldn't fit on that. And Manfred's got crazy things going on there. Although sharing with him wouldn't be so bad, because I probably will just build in a Freya. That piece there just looks like a face. You can see that. That piece right there. Ooh. That could be quite cool on some sort of large monster thing. Nah, I'm stumped. I'm gonna have to get the instruction booklet, which I think was on the shelf behind me. Or not. Ah, no, it's not that one. I've got so many boxes lying around. I had a box for them in. It wasn't that one. It is this one, it's just at the bottom. Yeah, Mortarks, that's what they're called. Mortark, Deathlord's Mortark. We have Neferata, Manfred, and Arkan. So. Alright, I see. Oh, holy crap. Well, we'll be trimming that down. He does have a cloak, and it's this big old bloody thing here. So, yeah. To be fair, I could, yeah, trim it right down and it just looks like he's got a big ripped cloak. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll do that. Keep the sword on there as well. There's no handle to that sword. Does he have it in his hand? He doesn't, does he? Oh, no. He has stupid bloody rings. So is there another piece that adds a handle to his sword, or you just got to... Oh yeah, there is. There is. Ah. No, I'm just talking to myself here, thinking out loud, but show won't be much about some sort of running commentary, so yeah, we certainly don't want this massive cloak, but we could trim it back. Definitely. Trim it back to that. Then it'll be like a little ripped little cloak thing. We have got a sword on his back as well. Brilliant. Where's the sword handle? That's the question. Oh, GW. Put stuff everywhere. There it is. It's tiny. I'm going to end up losing this so I can see it. Okay. So let's get his body put together. We want to chop this stupid bit off the top. Get rid of that. Maybe add a little bit of green stuff to hold that up higher. Ah, tiny little bit of flash on there, just getting in the way of everything. Proper. Some on this side as well. Oh my god. Come on. I know you want to fit together. Painting says everyone painting. Harjinder Singh says, how long have you been into the hobby, by the way? On and off, it would be 19 years. Oh my god. It might actually be longer than that. It might be coming up to 20. It could actually be my 20th. Yeah, I think, Jesus. I'm sure I got the Warhammer starter set. The Lizard Men and Bretonnians one. I'm sure my dad bought that for me when I was 10. So that had been 20 years ago this past Christmas. Holy crap. Should have celebrated. And then 20 years ago this February, when I got my first 40k miniatures, which were the metal 7-man... Why it's 7, I don't know. I'm going to come over here a bit. 7-man Chaos Space Marine squad, and a 5-man Metal Terminator squad. And then I sort of went into Chaos. I was never really into fantasy. I just got that starter set because you know how it is. You don't know nothing about Warhammer, and someone you know wants to get into Warhammer, and you walk into a GW store and you come out with a starter set. So I got into 40k with the 5th edition. The same month the White Dwarf came out with a Nob and Terminator. That's 13 years. Yeah, it sounds about right. It was 3rd edition when I got into it. But then around the time of 4th edition, I wasn't really into the hobby. So never ever played any 4th. And then played I think it was 5th edition, I got back into it and played quite a fair bit of 5th. I enjoyed 5th edition, but that's sort of when everything started getting really more bloated and stuff then. That's when they started introducing Apocalypse and Planet Strike and everything like that. Yeah, never really played fantasy. I did have a little undead army because I really liked them. Still do. But never actually really played much with them. But I'm loving Age of Sigmar. And I'm liking the current edition of 40k. Still a couple of things I'd like to change about it, but... Okay, we have a body. I'll just let that dry. I quite like that. Hot bunch of old fogies. Yeah, proper veterans. Huh. I didn't even realise it was 20 years. That's crazy. Don't know how much of it counts when you're a child. Probably playing the game incorrectly and having terribly painted miniatures and stuff like that. So I've got to carefully trim away at these ribs without completely destroying them. Well, it wouldn't matter too much if they broke off a bit. Because, you know, so I'm dead. They look alright, actually. One of them is broken in the middle, and actually looks quite cool. I quite like that, actually. It's like one broken one in the middle. We just need to trim that little bit off in there. Give it a little bit of a file to make it flush. We might be able to get these halves of a horse together. That better not be directed at me as well. Nice. Oh yes. Phoenix says, I bet I win the longest in the hobby. I mean, I've been doing Bitzbox now for over 11 years. That's crazy. So I've got a base there. I don't know if the base is a little bit too big. Or whether he deserves a big base, or whether he should be on something more scenic. So I don't know. I do have loads of random bases and shit in here. So I've got like these Age of Sigmar ones. Just not sure if he deserves something bigger or scenic, I don't know. Had flames behind him. They'd have to be done well. Doesn't look like he's just had a really rough Vindaloo. I don't know. I'm sure the Chaos horses come on the bigger ones, don't they? That's like a really big one, isn't it? So these are like... These are like the medium cavalry bases. I'm sure that's what they come on. I don't think I've got any Age of Sigmar ones at that size. I don't know if they even do them at that size. I don't know. What's that? Yeah, so we'll keep him on the big one. That angle, it really looks like he's like right on the front, but he's not. He is actually centre. It's just a camera angle. He's not glued down, obviously. That long, skinny, bony leg is slightly too long, but that's fine. Well, it's not too bad actually. I think I want it glued to a base before I do any work on it. Just it comes near close to the mic. Just so it'll have a bit more stability. And we'll get the head on as well. Then we can start working on the rider a little bit. Yeah, I don't know about the base. I'd like to do something nice on the base. I want it to be sort of quite sort of dark and sort of subdued. That's sort of palette I'm going to use. So the base will have to reflect that. Like maybe a dark sort of swampy look or something. Or graveyard or something like that. We'll see. Just finished with all the texturing on my monster base. Bet that was a lot of work. Ready for airbrushing. Nice. Ah, what monster is it? Or are you just doing a base? Yeah, the body's quite nice. I quite like that. We'll need a bloody good head for this though. Chaos Manticore. Oh, nice. Fine, I just happen to have a Manticore right here. I want to put one of my witch elves on there, so I've got like a... Because I think you can have them on Manticores for the elves, so I need to get like a rider on that at some point. That's been sitting on my desk for ages. What sort of base have you gotten for? Have you gone for an oval or a round? Because I was thinking of going for a round on mine. He keeps falling off it though. So, next week's show, I'll probably be doing the Great Unclean one. My aim is to have him built, primed, and his skin airbrushed before next Thursday. I should be getting him at a weekend, hopefully. Hopefully. If not, I might get him on Monday. Possibly. We'll see, but I'll definitely have one before next week's show. That'll be the next thing I work on. Great Unclean one. Very excited. So yeah, this miniature is sort of a filler. But it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, so I thought, let's do it on a live show. Now I'm going to be pedantic here because that horse not dead straight. Yeah, annoyingly that leg there needs to be propped up just ever so slightly. If we can just get a bit of scrap plastic just to sit under it. That's too thick. Just airbrushing the base, the figure's done. Nice. Harry is here. Hello. How are you? So yeah, we're going to whack that bit of plastic under there, and what I'll do is I'll build something around that foot so it looks like he's standing on something. Still not dead straight. He's coming that way a little bit. There we go. Peanut says, "Are you going to show us?" Yeah, at least show us when it's done. It'd be nice to get some card scheme ideas for my Manticore as well. Ah, go on. So I'm fine, and how are you? Congrats for you know what. Yeah, we were talking about you know what earlier. I've accidentally cut a spike off there, so I'm gonna have to accidentally cut it off the other side as well. There we go. And thank you. Yeah. Less than 5 weeks to go. Scary stuff. Bit of a stupid question, but how can I show you? Yeah, as Harry said, you can send an email to the email address on the screen, and then I can pop it up on the screen for everyone to see. So the whole of YouTube can see your creation. Went for grey skin and a brown pelt. Oh, nice. That would definitely fit in with my elves. So now the legs are the all-important thing here. Well, let's definitely get Arkan's actual legs first. Yellow eyes to make a face pop. Cool. So about an hour in. The legs look really lanky, but they'll fit over a horse quite well. So there's no harm in using these legs to try them out, because they won't get used otherwise. See, they don't cover the ribs, which is nice. So we can see the ribs still. At least just about. That said, he does look a bit goofy on there, like it doesn't really sell the idea that he's sitting down on it. Not so much anyway. His legs should be a bit closer together, really. Not the greatest thing I've ever painted, but that's a right change of pace from the rings. To be fair, when any of us paint anything the best of standards. So now I'm quite liking these legs. It's all about how far they're going to drop down, I think, and whether they can get over the horse. Obviously I'll cut the long bits off. Oh no, that's fine. They don't drop down very far at all. Oh, I bet they fit on there. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I don't really like these legs that much. I wouldn't use them for my elves, unlike the other ones, so... It's not a bad shield either. Don't even think about giving him a shield. I think that might be the other option here for the other arm. Of course, we need hands and a head and stuff. So what is that? A Death Guard plus the fact they're in the start set. Yeah, nice easy army to start. I've still got loads of Death Guard to do. I've got some Terminators I want to paint up. I really enjoy painting them, actually. Really enjoy painting Death Guard, but lately it's just been all Demons and Thousand Suns. I'm determined to try and do a bit more to my existing armies rather than just jumping in on new ones all the time. Considering I don't have... well, I'm not going to have much time very soon, I think that should be okay. I just love your convert work. Thank you. I think my conversions are quite simple, really. I don't know, I'm starting to try things a bit more daring. Now I've got to do an AOS Nurgle army. You should. What I love is that with the demons and stuff, you know, you can use them in both systems, which is what I intend to do with my Zinch and my Nurgle demons, and then sort of mix them in with my Thousand Suns and Death Guard, or just ally them in. Especially now Thousand Suns are going to get Zangors and Enlightened and stuff. That's well good. So I'll be painting up a load of them at some point. I'll do painting tutorials on Zangors. They're the next ones after this guy. For those who came in late, I've done a painting tutorial on this guy. He doesn't show up too well on the camera. And I'm in the middle of doing his snail, which is also a painting tutorial, so it's two-parter. First part's him, second part's a snail. But they won't be going on YouTube until I've actually finished the whole miniature. So probably I'd really want them done by Monday. That would be ideal, but we'll see. It's gonna be a push, but I might have some spare time at the weekend to finish them off. I'm gonna film some more tomorrow. I aim to treat myself to the Tammys when I complete what I started. They'll be well worth a treat. The flail of corruption that the Terminators have is just so nice. It's huge, and it's definitely a better option on the Terminators than it is on the actual Plague Marines. Harry says I like the colours. Thanks. Thought I'd go something different with the snail. As this attempt at blue skin came out quite successfully on this guy, so I thought I'll use it on the snail with like a bony colour. Because there's no point me painting the snail in the same way that GW have, because the skin is exactly the same how it was on the miniature who's going on top. So GW have painted the skin in this sort of colour, and I've already done one tutorial which will have that. And then the shell, obviously Duncan's done a video on how to paint the shell in the GW style, so thought I'd mix that up. And I want to have more of this sort of blue in my army as well. And what do you suggest to buy to start with Nurgle for AOS? I would get the start collecting demons, because you just get loads in there, which is what I'm going to actually get. You get 3 bases of Nurglings, 10 Plague Bearers for Herald, and 3 of the Flying Plague Drones. So for like 50 quid, that's an absolute bargain. How to include Slimicus into your Death Guard? You can't with him. I mean, there's some stuff you can't, but all the demon stuff you can. It would be nice if he was in there though, wouldn't it? I don't think he's going to pop up in the Chaos Demons book, but some of the new Nurgle stuff is. So now it's just a case of whether I'm feeling these legs or not. Yeah, I'll get Blight War if someone wants to split the Stormcast. That's very true, and then you get our lovely friend on the snail. I mean, if you find someone who wants a Stormcast out of that... Oh, sorry, I muted my phone. Oh, come on. There we go. Is he getting 40k rules? I don't know. If he is, that'd be awesome. Yeah, if someone's splitting... Yeah, if you know Stormcast player and you want to split Blight War, then that's really good value, because you get him and... I don't actually know what else you get in it. I think it might be the same as the Start Collecting, but with him instead. I don't know. I don't know, actually. I just don't know. Oh, he is. Nice. Oh, well, there you go. I can use him in that as well. Yeah, he plants the trees, yeah. Sweet. I don't know, I'm looking at his legs and I'm debating. Not really digging his actual legs. They're too, like you guys can see, look, too goofy. These ones are okay, but I'm just not sure they fit the. Oh, excuse me, I'm not sure they fit the theme so well. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what legs to use here. I still don't know what head to use. And I want some green stuff in there, I reckon. Or just have it like that. I mean, up like that's not too bad either. Picnic says, I love Blightwater. It's such a good box. So good. And you get that little Nurgle dial thing as well. No. Is it this box? Is this box? So I've got a box of bits and pieces here. A lot of screws in. Take them out. Get any ideas for a head? I don't really have a lot of spare death stuff, so that could be an issue. Honestly, I don't really like Nurgle minis. I can't appreciate disease like some can. Yeah, I can see that. I'll try not to be too scratchy with this. Sort of seeing what's in here. I don't like that head. Yeah, it's the same as Start Collecting except no Herald and you get him instead. Okay, I thought it was sort of similar. This head must be from a miniature the thing came from. The lance. So what miniature is that? I don't even recall buying it. So goodness how I've got it. But that's a crap head. That's not one of DW's finest. What's this guy? Now he looks quite cool. His head might be too big for this guy, but definitely very vampire-esque. Which is probably again from the same set. But again, I have no idea why I've got it. Unless they're spare bits that Wayne's given me, because sometimes he gives me his odds and ends. Could be from the Zombie Dragon or Terrorgeist. Yeah, it could well be. He does give me a lot of his spare bits for patrons and that. And every now and then, they don't always make their way to the Patreon. If I see something I think, oh, that'd be quite cool for a conversion. I quite like that head. I was sort of thinking about maybe some sort of hooded head, but I don't think it's going to suit with the rest of the body and that. So that's quite cool if you want to go sort of more vampire rather than skeleton. So skeleton's quite cool as well. But I think if I'm going to go skeleton, I won't go for this generic skull. I'll go for something a bit different. Indeed. His sword handle will not stay straight. That should have just been sculpted on. I can see why it wasn't, but it should have been. So yeah, for legs, I don't know. I just don't know. But the horse I'm really happy with. There's still bits and pieces I'll add to it. I'll trim a bit of flash off there. Obviously these bits here need to be covered up or green stuffed flat. Maybe I'll add something on there. You can have maybe something. He can be carrying something on the back, maybe some bags or something. I don't know. Extra weapons, be quite cool. So yeah, still stuff to add to it. Probably not anything in here what's going to be of much use. And we do also have the Sylvaneth heads, which are really cool. They work quite well for these as well, so I'm going to take them out, put them on the maybe pile. This little flame thing here could look quite nice on the base. I can't remember. Oh, excuse me. I can't remember if I sent you the Necro conversion on the horse. Maybe you can get some inspiration there. Not best of work, but not so bad, I hope. It was the one for Bird on his hand. Yeah, it rings a bell. Let's have a looky look. Move down a bit. I started using this account to email my accountant from, so a lot of emails are there. Oh, and that Wargame sent an email which has just popped through as well. Necromancer. Yes, there he is. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, I do remember him. So he's on one of the Hexwraith horses, carrying the chain with some heads dangling from it. Yeah, because you've used the Empire Wizard head there. That's quite cool. Yeah, I do remember him. So Manticore, dun dun dun. I don't know that bad. So it looks bad when you took a picture of him. I think it looks quite cool. Yeah, I don't know. You can say that's not a good paint job because that looks quite nice. Give us a few minutes, well not a few minutes, but give us a few seconds, and I'll be able to share that with the rest of the viewers. Dun 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 dun. Media file. I feel like I'm right over this side. I keep drifting that way. There it is. Sorry, as always. Layout. Bloop. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice. Yeah, that's a really nice scheme, actually. I can't make it any bigger than that. Unless... No. I'll just quit so we can do that. That's as big as we're going to get it, but that's nice. Yeah, I really like the skin on there, and with the brown, that works really well. Yeah, I like that. I like how you done the teeth and the gums as well. And the eye, got a little eyeball in there. That's really nice. Yeah, because I think my dragon for the elves is like a purpley blue colour, so if I sort of replicated that and went for brown, I think that would work for them. But no, it looks really nice. I really like it. That's cool. Very cool. What sort of base are you doing for it? That is the next question. Yeah, I really like that. Really nice. Very cool. Not sure I'm digging the whole flowy nature of for robes either. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to come back to that. I might have to come back to that at some point. Just keep the bits together, what I need for it. Maybe I'll start building something else. I've got so much shit to build. And paint. Even more to paint. But I'm trying to think. What have I got? So I have like drawers. Basically, if we sell something on the site and I want that same set, the ones we take the pictures of will be the ones I end up just building. And yeah, so these are some Caradon Overlords, and these are some Zangor Enlightened. And of course I just leave them in these trays. So yeah. So yeah, until I really think of what to do with it, with the rest of this horse, I think maybe we'll get some of these Zangors built. I'm gonna build them as Skyfires. I've already got 3 kinda built. One of them sort of broke. And I want a squad of 6. I assume the Thousand Suns can take them as Skyfires as well as Enlightened. It would just make 0 sense if you couldn't. So it'd be nice to have them in the army. If not, I'll just count. That would be counts as. So yeah, it's gonna be a case of getting these discs together. I guess any bottom can go on any top. Don't seem to really matter. So I'll get them trimmed up. Yeah, I've got loads of acolytes and Zangors that I've built and primed. You'll probably see me paint some of them in the future. I want to do a painting tutorial for one of each, with a certain colour scheme, not with the sort of default one, but a different colour scheme. That'd be nice and easy to do. I'm really enjoying doing the painting tutorials now. I've got like the permanent setup. You can see the light box behind me. That's just set up permanently now. So I can just switch it on and get straight into it rather than having to get everything out, set the camera up. That was just a nightmare before. And I've started doing the conversion videos in the Lightbox as well, so the Orc track one, which you'll see tomorrow, should look quite nice as well. Sangles and Skyfires for 40k with AOS weapons. That'd be another reason to start to play 40k. Yeah, apparently the Thousand Suns are going to get them, so... I mean, they already had the Zangors. So it makes sense they'd get Skyfires, and they're also going to get the is it the Mutalith? Which I think's really cool. Well, and I think they get the Shaman as well, which I've already got. The only model that's actually painted. No, him and the Lord of Change are the only models that are painted for my AOS Zinch. All the other stuff we used in the bat reps were just like Wayne's, but I don't think he has them anymore. Oh, I see, there's like bits they just clip into. Sweet. A lot of cleaning up on these though. Yeah, I mean you can give the Zangors chain swords and auto pistols, but I think like the Enlightened and that will still just have their normal weaponry. Because obviously GW aren't going to bring out new miniatures. Well, of course, it's fine using close combat weapons in 40k. I'm not too sure about the bows, but of course they're sort of magic. You know, they fire like magic fire. So why wouldn't you be able to use that in 40k? Phone keeps vibrating. Cool. I have no idea where the bases are for these. Yeah, not the best way to store your unassembled miniatures, but it's when you're trying to find base spirals. Did everyone see the fish Primarchs? No, but I want to. I really want to now. Oh dear. I believe they're on. I believe they're on 40 mils. Must be. How do people come up with that sort of stuff? So I'm just gluing on the base spiral things. Don't know if I actually just leave the discs off for now. Just make them easier to paint. Ooh, knock it about. So we've got to try and get some angles together. So yeah, I'm still quite intrigued about these fish Primarchs. We'll send them to you. Yeah, awesome. And where's the other angle? Oh, over here. So he's got a choice of bodies. Can't remember what my other one's had, but we'll go with this one. Oh, excuse me for yawning. Early morning. It's creeping up on me now. That's a nice easy one to do. Don't worry about that one. We just need the arms to match up. So they do have letters on them, but I don't know if it's just to match them with the bodies or what. So this is going to be fun. This is why you should always keep the instructions. So I keep thinking it'd be a really good idea to have like an instruction manual library for all the GW stuff on the site. Also, I just don't know the legality of that. Whether GW would moan about that or what. I think it'd be really cool because obviously we get loads of sets through, so it's not be too much of a issue to photograph the instruction booklets and have them available to people, because we have been asked in the past by people saying, you know, have you got the instructions for this or this? Oh, I thought I was on something then. Might be this one. Yay! We have some arms that line up. Right, next pair. There's all the bodies, so... No, I'm stumped on that one. Some of these must be upside down. That would explain a lot. So it's gonna be that one. Yay. So an email's come through. Subject fish Primax. Any idea what program I'm meant to open this file with that's been sent? I can't see what the... Let's save it, let's see what the file extensions. I added a folder to the email with pics inside, but not sure it was an empty folder. I'll soon see if my computer decides it wants to do anything. Where is it? Probably on desktop, isn't it? Can't see where I've saved it. Let's go back on email. I did save on desktop. I'll find it in it. Miss Man says just nipping in to say hey. Hello, hope you're alright. I'm just trying to find some pictures that I've been sent, but I don't know where they're saved, or whether it's an empty folder. Yeah, thanks for popping in and saying hello. Oh, I've probably made it gone really slow now, haven't I? Nah, it's just saved. It's saved as just like a nothing file. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, send another email because that's just not working. And it's just for some reason it's made the stream go slow, or at least it's slow my end. I don't know how it is for everyone else. I need to start doing these on my laptop or something. It's just twice as powerful as this heap of crap. As soon as I start looking in folders and stuff. And that Wargamer is back. Hello. Always like to nip in and watch. Do you use a webcam for live streams? Yes. So I've got a Logitech something or other. Sure, it's like a something or other. And I've just got a built-in one here, which is just built into my monitor. But yeah, it wasn't very expensive, the Logitech one. I'll buy a new PC with the money. Well, I just bought a new laptop a couple of months ago, which I've been using for video editing because it's just quicker. But the problem is, like, I could just replace this PC with it, but I've got so much shit on here. All my passwords are stored, so I don't have to type in anything. But yeah, might be worth one day to try and have a setup where I could use the laptop. I think it's got a built-in webcam, so I literally just had it here. A crap top is not a PC, that's just a crap top. Ah, but it's a gaming crap top. It's twice as powerful as this, I tell you that. And twice as expensive. And it's huge. Like, it's not a diddy little thing, it's massive. Money from selling minis must be used to buy more minis. I used to have a Logitech as well. Maybe I'll have to invest in one. I'm trying to up my game this year. Any advice always welcome. Yeah, I'll shoot you a message on Facebook at some point, and we can talk about if you want to know anything about live shows and stuff, or anything really. Yeah. I have got it. Sorry, getting distracted now. Yeah, we'll definitely help you up your game. That'd be cool. And I got some idea for some work to throw your way as well, so we'll discuss all that. I need a new laptop, but I have no idea what is good, and I have an A-level in the damn subject. Do you know, I got like a BTEC in computing and that, but a lot. Well, I know what makes a good computer, but. So, I love a Rebooted Gilliman one. Always appreciated. Keep up your awesome work as always. Thank you. And keep up your awesome work. For those who don't know, Miss Mans does a lot of really cool art illustration. And if you've seen like our birthday orc picture that we've put up on the site every time it's our birthday, she drew that. That's really cool. So I'm looking at these fish Primarchs, and yeah, they're pretty funny. Who came up with this idea? How do people think of this? I know, I'll just draw all the Primarchs with fish heads. Sure. I don't know if anyone wants me to share any of these. I won't share them all. I've got to share a Reboot one. Let's at least share that. So yeah, so someone's drew these. There you go, there's Rebooted Gilliman, but with a swordfish head. Sure. Why not? Why not? Now we're just waiting for someone to make the conversions. Oh god, you just know someone out there's gonna do it. And while you all admire that bizarre piece of artwork, I'm just getting some heads for my Zangors. It's from the person who does Bolter to Kokoro. She was having conversation and misspelled the Primarchs and then drew one as a fish. Got positive responses, so did all of them. Haha. Miss Man says I like it. I'm sure you could draw one better though. Show all of them the names of the picture titles. I'm not showing all of them. That's like they've even got the Emperor. Oh yeah, they've actually got like the funny names. I see. I didn't even notice that. So what was he? Yeah, Rabute Gilman, is he? I'll read through the names though. Primarch Eelman Russ of the Space Wolffish. Full Bream of the Emperor's. Is that child? Is that how that's spelled? Oh my god. Horace of the Tuna Wolves. God, Emperor of Fish Kind. Jagegi Carp of the White Carps. Logar of Worm Bearers. Perch Chuabo. Rawbait Gilman of the Ultramarines, who we saw on the screen. Rogel Dory and his brother Perch Chuabo. Vulcan of the Salaflounders. Very good. Got the Cod Emperor. Is it killed, is it? Ah. Shows how much I know, doesn't it? Lionfish L. Johnson of Dark Angelfish. Who's actually an angelfish. I might have to share that one because that's quite cool. That's very good. Very good. Magnus the Red Snapper. Angleron of the Whale Eaters. Conrad Curse of the Night Cods. Crowfish Corax of the Sea Raven Guard. Oh, and that's it. Very clever. Very clever. Where's the angelfish? There it is. That is quite cool. Yeah. Very good. The internet for you. There it is. I don't think I can handle so much shit posted in one picture. That Wargamer says, I expected worse. To be fair, they are drawn really well. I can't deny that. Very cool. So your favourite Curse and Angron. So Curse is actually pretty good looking. He's got like seaweed hair. Yeah, let's get him one. Underdog Payton says, hey peeps, how are we all doing? We are looking at fish Primarchs. Because, why not? Where are you? There he is. So yeah, Underdog Payton, you came in just in time. Here is Conrad Curse of the Night Cods. There he is. With his seaweed hair. Because it's my job to derail. Yep. To be fair, this is alright. You can derail us with stuff like this. It's we've had worse derailments, so that's fine. At least this derailment is PG, which might be the first one. Just dishing out necks and horns for my Zangors. How long have we got? We've got enough time to finish these. So we'll get the Zangors finished. Fish Primarchs, yeah. Fish Primarchs. For the win. Very good. Amazing, all that just came from, like, you say, like, they spelt a name wrong. I'm not famous as Captain Birdseye. I feel like Captain Birdseye. Is that a reference anyone outside the UK will get? I'm sure Birdseye probably a big enough company. Yeah? You don't actually see Captain Birdseye anymore. Like, I haven't seen an advert with Captain Birdseye for years. So an email just came through. It says Black Templar Humour. And I'm thinking to myself, do I open this? If people want to see pics, just search for Bolter to Kokoro on Facebook. The comic is also quite funny. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. There. So let's get that up on the screen then. Why not? Mad Cow's taken over. Sending us memes. So there you go. What do you call a skeleton worn outside? An exoskeleton. Oh, that's actually a really nice painted dreadnought though. That's really nice. So is that the Forge World one with the banner of a skeleton? I really like that. All dreadnoughts would just have a dead skeleton. Or an exoskeleton. So yeah. It says careful. Yeah. Whenever there's an email with the sender as Mad Cow Crazy, you have to be careful. Yeah, okay. That's bit of Black Templar humour there. Let's take this neck off. Just up to everyone in the chat. The channels look interesting. Yeah, we have some good viewers here, don't we? So last week we had my mate from Siren on in the chat. Got him a few extra little subs lately. I'm actually going to be in one of his videos, albeit for a few seconds, but making my first sort of cameo appearance on another channel. Yay! So that'd be quite cool. And we'll be doing a lot of things together. Actually, I have a prototype. I have the prototype of what we're building together right here. I'll show you guys that in a minute once I find a bloody neck. There we go. His channel's called Siren Woodworking and Creations. If you can't find it, just go on our homepage. Just go on the Bitzbox homepage, and where there's like other channels, his will be there. So yeah, I've got a load of shit on it now, but let's take the stuff off. I mean, this doesn't look much now because it's just a scrap piece of wood he's used. But essentially, this is what we're going to be building. He's going to be giving it away on his channel. I'll put it on this camera. Smells so nice, swear it's been oiled. But essentially, he's going to do a video on how to make these, and then we'll give them away. And I've got a really cool idea for a silly little spoof video. But it's going to look nicer than this, but essentially what it is something where, just a little sort of paint thing. Basically, he's made it for me just because I wanted something like this. Where's the brushes I normally use? So essentially, you can put you got holders for your paint brushes to store them upright. There'll be ones to store them sideways as well, and also something you can put your pots in, so you never spill your non oil again. Obviously, they'll fit better because this is just a prototype. But yeah, and then so something like this that I'm using, I'll put a little water pot in there, and then when I need my desk and I've been painting on it, I can just move this to one side, and then my desk is clear. So I know it's not much to look at. And it's going to be quite easy to build one, because essentially it's just wood with holes in it. But yeah, he's going to do a little how-to video, and he'll give some away as well. So just a little thing for gamers, just a little sort of paint and accessory thing. It smells really nice. And that is actually just made out of scrap wood, and that looks really nice. So the actual real thing's going to look beautiful. But yeah, just a little something I wanted, and we thought, well, we'll make some extra ones and give them away. So expect that in the future. Will it prevent my aerosol accidents? No. So I flipped through the new Chaos Demons Codex yesterday as a Slaanesh collector. I was interested in their stuff, especially the chariots. Oh boy, do all the chariots need to be FAQ'd. So, I'm intrigued. I'm actually very intrigued. What is it about the chariots what I need FAQing? And also, how on earth do these bloody horns fit? So, this is where we're at. We're getting there. We just need a face and horns. It's not like I've already built a 20-man squad of Zangors and Skyfires and 3 Skyfires already, but... how you calculate the attacks you get is very confusing. Okay. Interested to see that. I'll pick up the codex, of course, this weekend. Yeah, because obviously chariots just work a lot different to how they used to. I've still got a few of them lying around, but they're like 6 sprues for each one. That's no motivation to get one built. It's not even motivation to sell them, because that'd be a hassle as well. Don't use that one. Sweet, so the heads are now just drying. Chariot has a profile with strength and attacks. Who makes those attacks for riders? Hellflayer says it has a rider and 2 seekers, and 2 riders on the seekers. Oh, I see what you mean. So, if they were attacks made by the riders, then you'd have 2 riders, and it's 3 attack profiles. Chariot does d6, seekers do 4. Then what attacks do the 3 riders do? Okay. Huh. It's strange, isn't it? Because they say they playtest a lot of stuff. But I don't know. It seems with these codexes, they're all coming out thick and fast. I'm sure they'd have playtested the actual rules. 40k, and then they'd have tested stuff in the index, but for these codexes, I don't know. Do they use the chariot attack profile of 5 attacks? I mean, possibly, if that's what's left. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'm going to have to look at that when it comes. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people asking the same question, or hopefully there will be. I don't know why I'm sitting here like I'm going to give you an answer, because I ain't got a clue. This guy needs an arm as well, so... We've got 5 minutes. We'll get these done in 5 minutes. Easy. And there, like so. Sweet. So start gluing on heads. The rules for the Hellflare are also different from the Seeker Chariot and Exalted Seeker Chariot. Am I right in thinking? Seeker Chariot says it can be. So that it's ridden. Seeker Chariot says it is ridden and being allures and Seeker riders. Hellflare says rider and 2 demonettes on Seekers. Hot Dice Miniatures say, hey Bitzbox, what gives you the drive to stream so often? The people in the chat. You know, we have sort of regular viewers now, basically, and yeah, having my weekly chat with these lot certainly gives me the drive to do it, and it's 2 hours where I can sit down and just paint or build stuff. So, yeah, if you do something you enjoy doing during a stream, or something that you don't normally have time to do so much, maybe, and just use that time. But yeah, the chat. If we didn't have such a good chat going, I'd be less inclined, definitely less motivated to do it. But we have good fun. And on that note, we do have one more email from Mad Cow Crazy. I dread to think. Okay. So let's share that. Why not? Why not? And there it is. We have a little drawing of a space wolf telling off his wolf. I don't know what he's holding in his hand there. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, 2 hours, that does go so quick, doesn't it? Why is the wording different? Both are identical but work differently and worded differently. Hellfire does d6 attacks each fight phase. Chariots cause a mortal wound on a 6 per model with 1. It's GW for you, isn't it? Now I have a dog, that expression is very accurate. See, our dog knows when he's been. Oh, it's a boot, is it? Our dog knows when he's been naughty. Playing with the hammer. Very good. And Vandus came in right on time. We have 1 minute 10 seconds left. Hello. Hope you are well. Of course, the big question now is: do I bother gluing these to the discs, or do I just leave them separate to paint them? Yeah, we'll leave them separate. Maybe in a few weeks you guys will see me paint these. Fanda says that's all I need. Yeah, quickly say something. Quick. Look at all these spare bits. So any Patreons, yeah, if you get some Skyfire bits or enchantment or enlightened, whatever they're called, yeah, don't be surprised if you get some of them in your bits bags next month. 12,000 points of AOS on Saturday. Well, good luck. Hope it goes well. That is a long day. So look forward to people playing the Chariots wrong this weekend. Yeah, hopefully they clarify all that quickly, because that just sounds like a nightmare. I'll look forward to getting the book when it's out, and I'll have a flick through that. Right, that is it. That is the 2 hours up. As always, it has flown by. So a little recap. I have managed to build for Skyfires to a degree. They're all built, just not fully assembled, because I'm going to keep them separate for painting. We built our lovely undead horse. Still got some extras to do to him, but he really needs to just fully dry before I can crack on with some other details and stuff, which he probably is now. And then we got part of our rider. Done. So yeah. Vanna says you want more nightmare. Infinite Nurgle trees. Fortunately, there's not infinite money to buy infinite Nurgle trees. So Harry says good night. Good night, everyone. Thank you again for joining us. I'll be back same time next week. Yeah, same time next week. I'll probably be working on the Great Unclean one, so that'll be quite cool. So everyone, I'm going to leave you, and not with the regular Bitzbox picture, but with Rawbait Gilman. I can't even fill the screen with, but there he is. I'll see you all next week.